welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for clicking play and welcome to episode 1 of our second series of Save Our Season. Today we are doing it with Hannover 19 in the Bundesliga. As you can see on the right hand side, on the left hand side there, that it's a pretty desperate situation that we have going on. Currently 18th out of 18 in the Bundesliga, 7 points away from Fortuna Düsseldorf directly above us and Werder Bremen, who are in the relegation playoff, and we are 8 points away from FC Augsburg, who are in just above the relegation zone. Our first game of when we come back from the winter break, the first game of the series will be against Werder Bremen at home. So it's a good chance for us to get off the mark straight away. But you can see that the team have only had one win out of 16 matches so far. So it's not great. We're one game away from the halfway point of the season, but it's not looking good. I mean, if you thought the FC Emmen one was a tough challenge, this one is going to be very, very tough. So this is just an intro. There's no video, there's no live comment in this video. It's just introducing us to the club, having a look at the squad, potentially what tactic we might be able to play, and what we can hope for in the 18 games that we have. So let us go and have a look at the schedule to start with, and just see just how bad it is. And as you can see, it's very, very bad. It's ridiculously bad, isn't it? As you say, it's one win from 16 matches so far. So they did go through in the DFB Pokal, beat Unterbrück 4-0, but then lost in the second round at home to FC Köln. And it's just never got any better. I mean, they haven't really done it. Their only win was 3-1 at home to Augsburg, and they're not scoring goals really. It's just looking really, really bad. So the fixtures that are coming up, as I say, tomorrow we will be taking on Werder Bremen in the first match, and then after that it's going to be a case of finding out which teams are around us and probably doing the videos against them. The videos against like Dortmund and Leipzig and Leverkusen and Bayern Munich are just not important, because they're not the results that are going to keep us up. So as I say, we play 16th place Werder Bremen, then we've got 11th place Hertha, 5th place Dortmund, 2nd place Leipzig, 10th place Nuremberg. So it's going to be a case of just play a few off camera in between each match, and just come back for a random game. It doesn't, we don't really play any teams that are right down there with us until we sort of like would take on. We've got Augsburg there. Hopefully we can do the double against them. And it's just a really, really tough run of fixtures. So, shall we have a look at the squad and see what we are working with? So, let's arrange them by position. I will know a few of these players because I do love the Bundesliga, but I don't watch a lot of Hannover, it has to be said. So, looking at it, it's Samuel Sahin Rattlinger, who is the first choice. No, it's not, because he's out on loan. Who's been playing then in goal for the club? Have they sold their goalkeeper? Because they've just been switching around, haven't they, between Michael Esser, who doesn't look bad, to be fair, and Philipp Schauner. Again, doesn't look too bad. So a couple of solid goalkeepers. Let's arrange it by ability and let's see who our best player is. And it looks like Permin Schwegler. He is a defensive midfielder or a central midfielder, deep line playmaker. So already I'm liking the look of him because I use a deep line playmaker in my 4-2-3-1. I am hoping that is going to be the formation that we can go with, but we will have to see. Nicholas Füllkrug I know as well. He's a half decent striker, 25 years of age. Bobby Wood is on loan from Hamburg, and again it looks really good. He's got 4 goals for this season. Is he our top scorer then? Oh no, we've got Jonatas isn't at the club. He's out at Corinthians. So yeah, Bobby Wood has 4, Nicholas Füllkrug has 4, Ivor Fossum. That name rings a bell. Was he not a wonder kid a few years ago? I'm pretty sure he was. He's a box-to-box midfielder as well. That is perfect because my 4-2-3-1 at the minute uses a box-to-box and a deep line playmaker. So that looks like it could be falling into place. We've got Hendrik Vedant. He is 23 years of age. He looks okay, but I don't use a target man, and I'm not really liking the look of my strikers at the minute because they're pressing forwards. They're not really comfortable being an advanced forward, so I'm wondering if I can possibly... to be fair, Bobby Wood looks like a good advanced forward, but I'm hoping that the club might have a little bit of money because other than that, it's not looking great. I'm not going to go through all the players. I'm just not going to do that. We'll probably maybe have a look at some as I play with them and see if they look good. Julian Korb, he's a decent player. Plays as a wing back, which is perfect for me. Can play virtually anywhere, which is very, very encouraging. I already know that Maciej Ostrolek is going to be my left-hand wing back, so this is falling into place quite nicely. And if we scroll down, we do have wingers. So it is looking as though I'm going to be able to play my 4-2-3-1, which I really, really like the look of. Florent Muslia, he is right-footed, so he will be potentially one of our wingers. He's only 20, he's 5-star potential ability, so he could be one to keep an eye on. We have a 4.5-star in Linton Maina as well, but again, he's right-footed. Not that you can't play a right-footed winger on the left-hand side, it just means he might naturally cut in a little bit, but that wouldn't be a massive problem. I'm not against playing inside forwards, it's just not how my tactic is set up. We've got Takuma Asano, he's on loan from Arsenal, but he's right-footed again. He's a striker as well, and he is quick as, isn't he? Wow, he is quick. It's actually looking like they've got a decent squad. I mean, Genki Haraguchi as well, he's decent, but we've got a lot of right-footed players here. Edgar Pribbett is decent as well, and we finally found a left footer, and I like the look of him as well, so he is definitely going to be probably our first choice left winger. It's actually not looking that bad a squad. It's kind of surprising that they're so low in the table. I'm actually quite liking the look of this. Let's just have a quick look at the under-19s and the second team, and let's just see if there's anyone down there that I know. Christian Schultz, I know that name. He's 35 years of age, but don't know if he'd still be able to do a job. I can see why he's down in the second team. I'll have to have a proper look through them off camera and see what we're dealing with. And the under-19s, we've got a half-decent winger here at 16, Maximilian Franke. Yeah, he doesn't look too bad. If we get some injuries, I wouldn't be averse to calling him up. 3.5-star potential, but only 1-star current ability on this striker, Abdullah Jaffo. No, he doesn't look very good at all. We've got Rene Ruta, 17-year-old centre-back. Yeah, doesn't look amazing. Right, let's have a look at the finances. Let's see if we've got anything to be going with. So we've got 12 million in the bank. Oh, and we do have 2.2 million in the transfer budget. We're only $6,000 below our wage budget though, so that's not looking great because that's not really giving us anything to go with, is it? On buying a player, we'd probably have to spend no more than like 1.5 million and bring in, and then add the rest to the wage budget. Maybe bring someone in on loan potentially. So let's just have a look at the club, the club overview screen, and who's it got? It's got Valdemir Anton as our captain. Yep, solid looking centre back, 22 years of age, and he's the captain. Wow. Permin Schwegler is the vice captain and the key player, and it is Max Franke who's the hot prospect, and I can believe that because he does look half decent. In terms of recent seasons, they were relegated, finished bottom in 2015-16. They got promoted back here in 97-98. That's strange. Oh, regionally, wow. 97-98, 20 years ago, they were in the Regional Liga. So that's pretty good. In Bundesliga's 5 for 3 seasons before getting promoted in 2001-2002. And then they stayed there until they finished as I say, finished bottom. So they were there for a good decade and a half. Went down, came straight back up by finishing second, and got a 13th place finish last season. So they're not looking particularly good at the moment, of course. 8 points adrift at the bottom. What was the season preview? Where were they expected to finish? So they were expected to finish in the relegation playoff, which you can understand. Nuremberg and Dusseldorf are expected to finish in the bottom two. So if we got into that relegation playoff, we'd be hitting our pre-season prediction. If we can finish above that, that would be fantastic. So I'm quite pleased with that. I actually think we've got. So I love the kits as well. I love that. I love that away kit, that shimmery kind of black. It's lovely, and I quite like that green one. So it's going to be a tough challenge. I mean, we've got to hit the ground running. We've got to get out of our first 10 games. We're probably going to have to get at least 5 wins. I mean, if we go back in to have a look at the table, it's tough to know in a 34 game season how many points you need to stay up. I would say probably 32, 33, maybe a point per game average potentially, so maybe 34. I mean, whatever it is, we're going to have to hit probably the form up here, so like top 6 form. I think we're going to need 24 points at least out of the remaining games. That would take us up to 32. I'd be very disappointed if that didn't get us into the relegation playoff at least. But they took half a point a game from their first 16. So can we suddenly take a point and a half from our next 18? That's the target. Well, not quite that. It's 24 points. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the challenge now. It's going to be tough, but I think we've got a better squad than we had at FC Emmen. Of course, it's a much stronger division than the Eredivisie, but I'm really looking forward to this now, and it's good that we've got a game against a rival straight away. If we can get the win, it claws us right back up there. Of course, if we lose, we're really in the sticky stuff, aren't we? So I hope you come back and join me for this one, guys. Jump in the comments now and let me know how you think we're going to do. Obviously, they're all going to come out daily until the season finishes. It's not going to be like the FC Emmen one where we've got this ridiculously convoluted playoff system. If you finish 16th, you play the third place team in the Bundesliga 2, and the winner is in the Bundesliga and the loser is in the Zweite Bundesliga. That's how it goes. Hopefully we will be able to avoid even that and finish 15th or above. I am at the bare minimum, I am aiming for 15th. If it went to the relegation playoff, it would be okay. I mean, that would be success, looking at where we are now, wouldn't it? But yeah, let me know how you think I'm going to do, guys. And I will see you. And also let me know in the comments if you'd like this universe uploading as well, for you to download and have a go at some of these saves yourself. Or, just do it yourself. Go through to the 27th of December, sim through, and then see if you can do it yourself with whoever is bottom in your divisions at the time. But yeah, join me tomorrow for episode 2 and that massive game against Werder Bremen, and let's hope for a winning start. Thank you for watching this one, guys. Remember to jump in the description for links to the main series in Argentina and the first SOS series. And yeah, let's just hope we get off to a good start in this one. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Auf Wiedersehen.